Hello and welcome to KLM Institute.
Today, we are diving into a truly heartbreaking case that has not only shocked Bengaluru but has ignited a national conversation about the struggles many men face in the legal system, especially in marital disputes. The tragic death of Subhash Atul, a 34-year-old senior executive from Bengaluru, is a powerful reminder of the emotional and psychological toll that relationship breakdowns can have, especially when they are compounded by a complex and, at times, unfair legal system. On December 9, 2024, Subhash was found dead in his apartment. What makes this case even more devastating is that Subhash left behind a 24-page suicide note and an 81-minute video, where he detailed his ordeal. In these final words, Subhash accused his estranged wife, Nikita Singhania, and her family of harassment, emotional abuse, and extortion. He claimed they demanded an outrageous amount of 3 crore rupees to withdraw the legal charges they had filed against him. Furthermore, they allegedly demanded another 30 lakh rupees just so that Subhash could be allowed to see his own son. These demands, according to Subhash, played a central role in his deteriorating mental health, ultimately leading to his tragic decision to end his life. In the 24-page note, Subhash was clear about his anguish. He called out the misuse of Section 498A of the Indian Penal Code, a law that protects women from cruelty. While this law is crucial to safeguard women, Subhash claimed it had been weaponized against him by his wife and her family. According to Subhash, the law, which is meant to protect women from domestic violence, was used to falsely accuse him of dowry harassment, unnatural sexual acts, and even murder. These false allegations caused him immense emotional distress, drained him financially, and ultimately led him to feel trapped with no way out. Subhash's note repeatedly emphasized that justice is due, a sentiment that struck a chord with many who read his tragic final words. Subhash's brother, Vikas Kumar, has also spoken out, blaming the judicial system for failing to intervene when it mattered most. He believes that the courts, especially family courts, played a biased role in this tragic story and failed to provide Subhash with the protection and justice he deserved. This has sparked a wider debate across India about the fairness of the judicial system, especially in matrimonial disputes where one side may feel unfairly persecuted. In the aftermath of Subhash's death, Bengaluru police have filed charges of abetment to suicide against Subhash's wife, Nikita Singhania, and her family. Nikita, along with her mother, Visha Singhania, and her brother, Anurag Singhania, were arrested on December 14, 2024. Nikita was apprehended in Gurugram, Haryana, while Visha and Anurag were arrested in Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh. The police investigation revealed that Subhash had been involved in a bitter legal battle over divorce and child custody with Nikita. The emotional and financial pressure from these proceedings, along with the demands from Nikita and her family, took a severe toll on Subhash's mental health. According to the police, the family had demanded a staggering 3 crore rupees to withdraw the cases against Subhash and 30 lakh rupees for him to be allowed to meet his son. The case has stirred widespread outrage. Many are now asking whether enough is being done to protect men in similar situations. In this case, Subhash's life was overshadowed by legal battles and extortion demands, leading to his tragic end. People are beginning to raise the crucial question: should the legal system offer more protection for men who are caught in such toxic and abusive circumstances? Subhash and Nikita's marriage had started with hope. They met on a matchmaking website in 2019, and their relationship progressed rapidly. Within a year, they had a son, and things seemed to be going well. However, cracks began to appear in the marriage when Nikita and her family allegedly started demanding large sums of money from Subhash, claiming it was needed for business ventures. Subhash, who reportedly refused to comply with these demands, became embroiled in heated arguments with his wife. Eventually, in 2021, Nikita left Subhash, taking their son with her. As time passed, things only worsened. Nikita and her family allegedly filed a series of legal cases against Subhash, including accusations of dowry harassment and other serious allegations. These accusations, Subhash claimed in his note, were entirely fabricated and were intended to extort money from him. Subhash's emotional distress from the divorce and custody battles, coupled with the heavy financial burden placed on him, left him feeling helpless. Subhash's tragic story has become a symbol of the broader issue that many men face when involved in matrimonial disputes. While the legal system aims to protect both parties, it is clear from Subhash's case that reforms may be needed to ensure that the rights of men are equally protected in such situations. The emotional toll that these disputes take on men is often underestimated, and in Subhash's case, it appears that the system failed to recognize his suffering until it was too late. This case has prompted a wider conversation about men's rights in India, particularly regarding the handling of marital disputes. Subhash's death has sparked a demand for greater mental health support for men, especially those who may be silently suffering in toxic relationships or navigating complex and emotionally draining legal battles. In many cases, men in similar situations may not feel they have the support or outlets to express their distress, making it even harder for them to seek help. In the wake of Subhash's tragic passing, there is an increasing call for judicial reforms. Many are urging for family courts to take a more balanced approach when handling matrimonial disputes, ensuring that both parties are treated fairly and that the emotional and psychological well-being of everyone involved is prioritized.
कहाँ रखे हुए हैं कि मार दी है कि जिंदा है वो भी हम नहीं देख पा रहे हैं। हमारी यही गुहार है कि हमारा पोता हमको देखने को हमारे पास रहे और कोई गुहार नहीं। पुलिस वालों को, हमारी कानून व्यवस्था को हम धन्यवाद देते हैं, तो कम से कम मेरी गुहार उन लोग सुन करके और इतना बड़ा हमको राहत दिए हैं। ये बहुत बड़ी राहत की बात है। कम से कम उन लोग गिरफ्तार तो है। अभी भी मेरे पर केस है। 16 तारीख के एक नया केस उसने हमारे पोते के नाम पर और डाला है, मेंटेनेंस का। क्या डाला? 16 दिसंबर को तारीख है। हमारे प्रधानमंत्री हैं मोदी जी, योगी जी हैं, नीतीश जी हैं, तेजस्वी जी हैं, और जो हमारे नेतागण हैं, रामनाथ जी हमारे बगल के हैं। अच्छा, हमको गुहार उनसे यही है कि मेरा पोता हमको मिले, और कोई गुहार नहीं है।
The story of Subhash Atul is a stark reminder of how complex and damaging legal battles can be, and it underscores the urgent need for better protections, support, and fairness in the system. As the investigation into Subhash's death continues, many questions remain unanswered. Will this case lead to much-needed reforms in the way matrimonial disputes are handled? And how can society as a whole ensure that men who face similar challenges receive the support and justice they deserve? We will continue to follow this tragic case as it develops, and we encourage you to share your thoughts on this issue. This is a critical conversation that we need to have, not only to honor Subhash's memory but to prevent more tragedies like this from occurring. Stay tuned to KLM Institute for more updates, and let's work together to make the system better for everyone.